Hi, my name is Dave Balzer, and I've been asked to spend a couple of minutes to tell you about a new dietary supplement called Turmeron Joint, as well as let you know what an amazingly positive impact it's had on my osteoarthritis. After eclipsing the tender age of 60, I began to experience a lot of discomfort in my right hip. It was a lack of mobility, discomfort, pain, range of motion was restricted, and I knew that having an active life of 60 years plus meant that the wear and tear on that joint has caused inflammation, and the result was osteoarthritis. When I asked Western medicine what they could do, essentially they directed me two ways. Option one was NSAIDs, or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. The second was prescription pharmaceuticals. When I looked at the side effects of the NSAIDs, and these are over-the-counter painkillers essentially, which have negative impact on your stomach, your kidneys, your blood pressure, I decided I did not want to go that way. Additionally, the list of the litany of side effects for prescription drugs is just too daunting to even consider. So I wanted to look for an alternative, and I searched high and low, and I found a product from Japan called Turmeron Joint. It was developed and manufactured, and is manufactured in Japan. Quite a few years ago, researchers got together and were looking at and assessing the health benefits of turmeric. And they looked at the targeting of the effects on joints and identified some naturally occurring anti-inflammatory biochemicals called lambda diterpenes, which have an incredibly good effect, a positive effect on joint problems, including osteoarthritis. So they worked with the turmeric plants and found that yes, indeed, they had these active substances, but they were in very low concentrations, and in concentrations way too low to be able to be available to put into any kind of dietary supplement or nutritional supplement. So they decided they would spend the next 17 years breeding and crossing plants until they were able to arrive at a plant with extremely high concentrations of these lambdanes. They decided that they would do a patent, for which they were granted a Japanese patent for this particular plant, this particular turmeric variant, and were granted a patent that had claims that it would prevent the abnormal growth of synovial membrane and synovial cells, that it would help to conserve the hyaluronic acid, and it would reduce joint inflammation. Additionally, they discovered that what was heretofore thought to be impossible, that it actually helps to repair cartilage. So the active substances, these lambdanes in the Turmeron joint, also work to repair and rebuild the joints. The product itself, the Turmeron joint product itself, contains concentrated extracts of the plant's rhizomes with proven results for osteoarthritis, joint problems of the knee, hands, hip, back, and so forth. It's grown in pristine fields in Japan under the control of the company that has developed it and invented it. It is manufactured in a GLP FDA certified facility. It's non-GMO, it's vegan, and it has consistent amounts of active ingredients in every gel capsule. What really separated the Turmeron joint from the other dietary supplements is most of them have no clinical testing at all. And they try to back up one or two ingredients that they may have in their product with published literature that may have little or nothing to do with what's actually in the product. The people who developed Turmeron Joint did it differently. They actually clinically tested Turmeron Joint as it is available now to you in clinics and hospitals in Japan, and found that it had very positive results in over 70% of the patients who tried it, including those with osteoarthritis. I've been using it myself for several months and have experienced unbelievable relief from the hip pain and the hip discomfort. I've got a restoration of my range of motion and my mobility in my hip, and I can't tell you enough about how great this Turmeron Joint product is. So if you go ahead and click on the link that you'll find accompanying this video, you can find out more about the product and you can purchase the product yourself. Thanks for listening.